Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Channel. I'm Laura Buttrell, a spirit medium residing on the island of Kauai in the Hawaiian Island chain. And I just wanted to start things off with my very first video. And I wanted to talk about some pretty cool wisdom that I was able to learn from one of my recent readings that I did. And, one thing that people often ask me about is how are they able to better hear their relatives or their spirits? And, spirit communication is a lot easier than a lot of people think. And a lot of the times people actually are communicating with spirit and don't even quite realize it. But I was talking to one of my clients, and the relatives were saying something that I really thought made a whole lot of sense, which is that, when we come, there's not a whole lot that's necessarily predestined. So, contrary to what people might think, we don't have a certain set of life experiences or certain things that are going to happen no matter what. And that's one thing that separates a medium from a psychic is that a medium shouldn't tell you with absolute fact that something is going to happen in the future, because the way that we view things is that the future is sort of ever evolving, and that we as living people actually have somewhat of a say in what happens with our future. So, with that, there is something though that is predestined before we come. And what's predestined before we come into our physical bodies is that we do come forth with a certain set of talents or things that we're going to be very passionate about, or a certain skill set that we might have. And the reason that these are predestined is because these are very strong connection points to the other side. And I don't like using the other side because spirits are really not anywhere out there or up on a cloud or really anywhere besides where we are. Our worlds exist simultaneously. So I don't really like using the term the other side, but if you want to think of where spirits live, I guess you could call it that. So our passions and the things that we're really, really strongly connected to, that we feel inspired by, or we feel really good when we're doing it, or it's something that we're extremely talented in or passionate about, these are predestined because this is basically like a built-in landline to the relatives and to our own inner spirit. We have an inner spirit, which is the thing that continues to live after our physical body passes away. So these built-in passions that we have, these really strong connections to things that bring us a lot of inspiration and joy, by doing these things, by connecting to these things, that is our way to connect to our inner spirit, and it's our way to connect to the relatives. So when we're engaging in these particular activities, this is going to be the time when we're going to feel the most knowledgeable or the most um, connected to people who've passed away that we really are missing. So the first and um, the first thing that you want to do if you want to gain a stronger connection to spirit, to the relatives, is to engage in activities that really bring you a lot of joy, that you're passionate about, because that's where all of the answers to everything that you're wondering is going to reside in. So things that you're struggling with in life, those answers, they don't come from a logical place, they come from an inspired place. So when we're doing those things that we're really connected to, and which connects us to our inner spirit, that's where all the answers that we're going to want and need, that's where they're going to come from. So when people say that everything that you need to know is already inside of you, that's very true. But gaining access to that is where some people sometimes can have a little bit of trouble. So if you're really wondering about something or you're struggling with something in life, try to connect to the things that you feel the most passionate about and that bring you the most joy. And guaranteed, after just engaging with that activity for just a little bit, you're going to come out of it and feel a much stronger sense of where to go or what to do or which direction to take. It really is your connection and your landline to the relatives and to the insights that Spirit has to offer. I hope that helps. So, if you ever want to book a reading with me or have any questions or just want to chat, you can comment below, or my email address is therelativesspeak@gmail, and my website is www.relativelyspeaking.info. So have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are, and I'll connect to you guys again soon.